Hello everyone, welcome to episode 1 of my ABC challenge for The Sims 4 with Alyssa Letterbet. So as I said in my intro video, this generation I've already played for a little bit. Alyssa is about halfway through her career here in this episode. I think she's level 7 of Astronaut's career. And as you can see, I forgot to turn on my UI for my recordings, so today's episode is going to be a little bit funny, but we're going to go with it. So first thing I'm going to do is give you a little bit of a tour of our house. So if you watched my challenge intro, you would have seen a very empty house. And as you can see, as Alyssa has gone through her career, she's been able to get her second bathroom, upgrade some of her kitchen stuff. So she has counter space, she has some really good or better appliances, she has a nice aquarium, fish tank, a 4-person dining room, and a really nice TV. And so this is kind of a little bit of what she has. In the corner here we can see our second gen Brittany, who just woke up, and her younger brother Brock. One of the rules for a gen is that the first child has to be the heir, so Brittany, who's taken a quick shower here, is going to be our generation. And let's keep going. So I really love the relationship between Brittany and Brock. So when Brock first aged up to a toddler, instead of getting the sibling I never wanted, moodlet, Brittany ended up getting the excited moodlet. So she's been happy from the very beginning to have Brock with her. So just to start, I'm going to have Brock work on some blocks here. And Brittany's going to do her homework, get ready for the next day. Unfortunately, like I said before, I forgot to turn on my UI, so today's a little bit of narration, not quite while I'm going, but things should be straightened out for next episode. So our current generation, Alyssa just woke up. You'll see I jumped over to the cow plant here to give it some food. There's currently a glitch in The Sims 4 if you have a cow plant. If your cow plant dies, it will, if you go into build by mode and you just kind of shake it around a little bit and then place it back where it was, it'll come back to life. So that's pretty cool. Alyssa's off to work here, so I'll go back and focus on the children. Dirk, I'm going to... Well, I had him grab some leftovers. He could have just grabbed the pancakes. Brittany's off to school, so a lot of the next few minutes is just kind of going to be Dirk and Brock interactions. So Dirk had his breakfast here. Brock is making a little bit of a mess, so let's get Dirk over there to discipline his son for making a mess. Brock has been a little bit of a messy child. It's been really interesting to deal with this lately, but Dirk has been really good about it. If you have Get Famous, you'll know that Dirk is kind of a celebrity. He's a proper celebrity, but I have him not really doing celebrity things, and actually later on in what I lost the video to, unfortunately, I have him step out of the limelight. That way he can live a normal life with his family. While Brock is kind of wandering around here, he just grabs some pancakes. He's going to go sit down on the bench. I'll let you know a little bit about Alyssa's past, what happened before I started streaming and recording here. So Alyssa kind of started out her life. She went out to a restaurant, and what she ended up doing is falling for Diego Lobo. And it was kind of love at first sight. Their romance bar was like super high. They just autonomously flirted with each other. So I let him marry her. Problem was, when he got to our house, he hated every single piece of decor. So what I did is I killed him with the cow plant. I did a little bit of a poll between my friends, and they all said that he should die. So he got fed to the cow plant, and now Alyssa has Essence of Diego Lobo sitting in her inventory, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's sitting there. So back to our day home with Dirk. Brock just finished his pancakes. Dirk is going to do a little bit of cleaning around the house while he waits for Alyssa to get home. And they're just kind of going to live their lives a little bit. It has been very difficult having toddlers with the A generation because none of the toddler potties start with A or B. So I've had to let the toddlers just use their diapers and deal with it after, because the generation challenge rules, I really don't feel like using one of my 100 points to get a toddler potty, especially since it's not the end of the world. Dirk just gives Brock a bath every morning, and that negates the effect of Brock having used his diaper all day. So we can see Dirk here just kind of doing whatever he wants. He's very clean, which is very nice considering how much of a mess Brock makes all the time. Put Brock to bed here. And you'll also notice that I'm a little zoomed out in this playthrough as well. It's just because I was having some issues with my recording. So with that, I just decided to stay zoomed out so that I could more easily deal with things kind of all on one scale. I also like to build houses that aren't huge. I like cozy homes so that I don't have to be scrolling everywhere while I'm playing. So Dirk is just working on his programming skill here. He is the esports gamer, just as he was before we got married. Decides to clean the toilet, work on some more programming. He's pretty good at keeping himself occupied and skill building at the same time. I'm really happy that Alyssa fell for him after she was done with Diego. And by that, I mean after he was eaten, of course. So what's really interesting is Alyssa and Dirk were really good friends before she even met Diego, and then she fell for Diego. So it's like, okay, whatever, they can still be friends. But it looks like Brittany's home, so Brittany and her dad are going to have a nice little chat. Brittany's going to take out her homework and do that, I do believe. She doesn't quite like her dad's conversation at the moment, but oh yes, she's going to watch this Downton Abbey type show here. And this is a huge TV. I had a hard time figuring out how to arrange the living room once I got the TV because of the fact that the only TV in this game that starts with A is the anti-flat screen, which costs like 4,500 simoleons or something like that. So it took a while for Alyssa to be able to afford it. And then it takes up so much of her living room. So it's really nice to see Brittany enjoying some shows. Looks like she switched over to a Grey's Anatomy type show. I don't know if this is Grey's or House. I don't know. It could be either or. I'm not sure. I haven't watched their medical show on Sim TV enough to figure out if it's House or Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I guess I won't find out because Brittany actually does want to do her homework now. So Brittany made a mess, decided to clean it up a little bit. And Alyssa is home from work. At this point in time, she did get a promotion. So I do believe she's level 7 of the astronaut career now. We'll know more when I actually have my UI turned on in the next video. So I'm trying to get to the level 10 of the angling ace as well, finish off her aspiration. So I'm just going to have Alyssa do some fishing here for a while. At this point in time, she's working on catching 20 fish for, I do believe, level 3 of Angling Ace. I don't remember off the top of my head because I did record this a couple days ago. But yeah, she spent about 10 hours fishing after she got off work, and then I sent her home to go deal with the rest of her life, which we'll see here in a couple of seconds. So transition back to the house. We've got Brittany grabbing herself a snack, getting that breakfast ready. Alyssa's kind of walking back from the pond at this point in time. And we have Brock sleeping in bed. Dirk is still working on his programming. And we can see our cow plant is still alive. Not quite sure if it's hungry at this point in time, but I guess we'll see. Poor Brittany is just like exhausted and done. There we go. Alyssa's back from fishing. She's going to take a nice bath. So both of our gen girls are doing their best. Oh, Vlad, go away. I hate when Vlad just shows up at my door. At least he did not break in this time. But he's still here, which is not nice. Him showing up made Brittany afraid of the dark, which is really frustrating. And it looks like Brittany broke the shower. So we're going to have to deal with that here. Get that fixed. It's just a cheap shower because it had to start with the letter A. And that shower, I think, is like 400 simoleons. So nice and easy. And everyone else is looking pretty tired too. So I'm going to get Alyssa to eat and then get ready for bed. Dirk's going to have a shower and do the same. And there we go. Dirk's off to bed. Alyssa's off to bed. And let's let everyone sleep. Okay, nice peaceful night, and Brock's awake. I grabbed some food from the fridge, threw it on his floor. I really don't like high chairs, so I really don't use high chairs. And luckily there was 2 servings left, so both Brock and Brittany were able to get some breakfast here this morning. Okay, so Brittany's just finishing up here, and it looks like she's kind of enjoying herself. Mom and Dad are still sleeping. Brock, let's just zoom in on him a little bit here in a second. Oh, he's so cute. And Brittany is such a good sister. She's like, oh, I'm done my breakfast. I'm going to go sit and do my homework and talk to my brother. And he's just telling her all these stories, finishing his breakfast. Oh, such a cutie. Absolutely love them. You can see that Brock kind of has his dad Dirk's curlier hair. And Brittany has some nice straight, well, not straight, but her hair is nice and braided. Our cow plant is hungry, so we're going to give that a little bit of a feed when we wake up. Oh, looks like Brittany has to go to the washroom first. That's not Brittany. That's Alyssa. Oh my goodness, I'm starting with name errors already. So Alyssa kind of doing her morning routine. Let's get to our cow plant before it dies. Brittany and Brock still enjoying their morning. As you can see, I kind of clicked on the bed there to get Brock to go to bed after. He was hungry, so I let him wake up and eat. And we're just going to finish things off. So isn't this such a cute sibling interaction? Like, Brittany's just such a good sister. I love her so much. I'm so excited to play with her and kind of make our B-shaped house. It's going to be great. Dirk is waking up. You can see in the kind of center of the A-shaped house here, I've put some vertical planters and a place for them to sit. So they kind of have a secluded garden inside but outside their house. It's a little fun. Alyssa, I have out for a jog. She's working on her athletic skill to get it up before she goes to work, hopefully to get that promotion. And after that, oh, the cow plant is hungry again. I don't know why our cow plant gets hungry so often. Let me know why that might be happening, because it feels really like it's a lot compared to other people when they have cow plants. I feel like I'm feeding this cow plant every 5-6 minutes. But I also forgot it's Harvest Fest. So we have our gnomes that have gathered around. I'm going to get Brittany when she's done her nap, and a couple of our other gnome lovers to appease the gnomes when they wake up. We can see this on here. He loves future cubes. Brittany's going to deal with him first. Yeah, give him some enjoyment. Brock's going to play with some blocks to get up that movement skill, I think. And I had to move the gnome because it was in Brittany's way. She was trapped. She couldn't get out of the bedroom. So that's what happened there, where I just kind of dragged that gnome out of the way. We have Alyssa here making our grand breakfast. Dirk decided to have ramen for breakfast for some reason instead of waiting for the grand breakfast, even though I canceled the action 4 times. So Alyssa's going to finish up on that breakfast. Gnomes are going to hop around and everyone's going to do that. I hate when my Sims walk away from perfectly good surfaces to put their food on the TV stand. So let's drag that back over and let them get started on their meal. So we got the grand breakfast there. Alyssa's going to go out, give another future cube to the other gnome, and call everyone to our grand breakfast. Isn't this so cute? I know I've said that a lot, but man, I think it's so cute when they all sit down at the table together. Of course, Brock can't because he's just a toddler, but this is such a beautiful family moment here with everyone sitting together celebrating Harvest Fest. I'm going to get Alyssa to go deal with her needs and then make a call. We're going to go on a Harvest Fest vacation. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, the reasoning behind the Harvest Fest vacation is since Alyssa doesn't get to work, but she also gets paid, we're going to the beach for her to go fishing to try and get 2 more different species of fish. The family's going to enjoy some beach time. And you'll notice that I'm kind of looking around for a fishing spot because I don't go to Solani often. I kind of avoid Solani most of the time because it's frustrating that there's no bathrooms anywhere. I can never find the bathrooms, so I don't often go on vacation here. So searching around for a wonderful fishing spot, and it looks like we found one. So I'm just going to switch over to Alyssa's control here, which you can't see since my UI is not recording for some reason on this video. And she's out on a jog, and we're just going to go find her here while she jogs over to that fishing spot. Dual purpose, get both that fishing skill and that fitness skill. We can do it all today. So the rest of the family have left to their own devices. They get to do whatever they want. Alyssa needs to fish. So we're going to fish and fish and fish. And she does that for about 5 hours. And then I noticed Dirk really had to go to the washroom. So came back over to the beach, and we're going to help Dirk out. So let's just take a moment here, and we're going to rearrange some things and do some building. So we're going to build the bathroom. It's nothing special. It's just a toilet. There isn't even a sink. But Dirk needed to pee, and I wasn't going to go somewhere else. So here's our bathroom. Same wallpaper. We have a Solani door. And now that he can pee, we'll go back to Alyssa. And she's fishing, of course, because that's all I have told her to do. And fish, fish, fish. She does this for a while, but she does catch some interesting things. She catches an exotic goldfish, which I bring home and put in our aquarium. And then she catches a bunch of other common fish, which are kind of annoying, and she doesn't end up catching anything new. So this whole vacation, which was supposed to help with that angling ace aspiration, was kind of a waste. She didn't really get much, and now she's absolutely miserable, so we're going to try and go home. This is what's really frustrating, though, because she gets over here, and she goes to pick up the toddler because I've told everyone to go home. And she stands there, and she stands there, and she stands there. And she picks him up and puts him down. And she stands there. And I try and reset and then debug because they seem to be broken. And then I gave up. I decided to get Dirk to pick up Brock to bring him home. So here you go, pick up Brock. Let's go home. And we go. And you think it's going to work, but then it doesn't. And then I get really frustrated, and I debug them all again. And Alyssa picks up the baby again. And then we finally get to go home. Like, finally. This took forever. And that's kind of where I'm going to leave things. So no accomplishments in any of those cases. But we'll see you next time, and we'll continue working on Alyssa. Bye-bye.